School, Gracie Schwartzold with Erkan Mete, and we're going to go over a basic self-defense wrist release and some details that will help. A lot of people don't train the self-defense because they're more interested in the sport, or they don't think it's very useful, or they think it's common sense. This is one of those examples where the common sense, what people say they'll do in a fight, what they really do, are two different things unless they train this. So what happens is they get grabbed, and even though they think they know what to do, they pull. They pull away. Or they pull away with their butt like this. Okay. So first thing I want to do is when he grabs me is one, the reason people grab you is the number one thing to control in a conflict is distance. If he grabs me, he's controlling the distance. He dominates what the fight is, what range the fight is at. So I need to break that hold. I don't want to sit here and fight him in the distance he has chosen. Okay? So first thing I want to do is get rid of this grip. Now if I just pull straight back, it doesn't work. Okay? If I try to bring my hand to my chest, it works a little bit. Well, we always have to assume the person is much stronger than I am. So if I'm here and he's very strong, I'm not even going to move this. I'm not going to be able to move this space. So a very important lesson in jiu-jitsu is we move what we have free. Okay? We don't move where we're tied up. So my wrist is tied in space, but not my elbow. Now, right now, this is the exit where his thumbs meet. His thumb meets his fingers is always our exit. So I don't go this way into his hand. I don't go this way. I go this way. Now, my hand is wide right now, so it's a little easier for him to hold on to. So first thing I'm going to do is make a fist. Okay, this will tense up my arm a little bit. I'm going to rotate. So now he's holding onto the narrow part. Okay, now it's easier to drive. It's slip out. Now again, I'm not pulling because one, he can come with me, and two, if he's strong, I don't move. I take my elbow and I try to touch his forearm. I drive my elbow forward, forcing my hand out. And then we get our distance, because if I just do that and stand there, he'll just grab again. And maybe a different way. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to make sure to do is when he's grabbing me with two hands, it means he's just trying to control distance or move me. If he's grabbing with one hand, I always have to worry about that. Okay, so I want to make sure to get my hand up. One thing, if he grabs my right hand, I want my right leg forward. If I'm like this, I'm off balance. So he grabs, I want the same leg forward. My hand is up, covering. I turn my thumb. I drive my elbow forward. If I'm out here, I may even have to move in just a little bit. Drive my elbow forward. Hold on very tight, very, very tight. If I come here, it's not going to work here. And like I said, a lot of guys will sort of practice this half-heartedly, and I've seen it. Then when they get into conflict, they're still trying to do this. You have to make this instinct. The same way that if he grabs back my head, my instinct is to do that, not to try to pull away this way. Lastly, when he pulls, if he pulls, don't stick your butt out. Now my weight comes in front of my toes, I lose my balance. When he pulls, my hips engage. Okay. If I start to lose my balance, I can take a step here. Okay. Now, so we're here, I turn my thumb, I drive my elbow forward, I clear the distance. Now a lot of times people will say, that's only useful in a self-defense situation, but here's the thing, which on this side. If you let somebody in a grappling situation dominate this arm, and don't do anything about this, one, he's going to let the arm drag you right away. Okay? Two, he can shoot, he can do any number of things, duck unders. If I'm dominating this, and he tries to control my head with his dominant hand, I can stop him controlling my gi or my head. Okay, so you've got to make sure that you break these grips as soon as possible. Okay? So one way I do this, even in a grappling situation, we're here, he dominates my wrist, I don't want him arm dragging me or anything. I can just break the hold, or I can replace the hold. I come here, my hand catches, and I come here. So it's not just a self-defense situation. We're grabbing with here, I can go. Again, elbow passes. Okay. And so that's our basic single arm wrist release technique, and with a more sportive interpretation of it as well.